You're welcome to another episode of the National Agenda, your go-to political show where we discuss all the pressing national issues from the grassroots level through to national policy analysis. You know that when it comes to any political issue, we on the National Agenda will make sure that we talk about it. So be rest assured that we will not miss anything. We will leave no stone unturned. Now, today on the show, we have some pressing issues to discuss. These issues are issues that we as a people have been following for some time. We have spoken about it before on the show, but today we are going to delve deeper and look at the way forward and also talk to you about what has been happening or what the new updates are in relation to those issues. My name is Samuel Fobi Banfo. Stick and stay with us. We'll be right back. Thank you for staying with us. We are right back, and let me go straight to the point. It's not been long since we heard the High Court in Tamale ordering a rerun of the Kpandai parliamentary election, and we heard that the incumbent MP, the Yinman or Yindan, right? Yes, expressed his dissatisfaction with the order of the High Court that was ruled by, or was ruled by His Lordship Planche. Yes, if I'm correct.
Yes.
His Lordship Planche.
Planche.
Planche. Yes, and the NPPs expressed their dissatisfaction with the issue. On the other side, the NDC also welcomed it and indicated that they would contest that election to the fullest. And we heard from the words of the man himself, Tanko Computer. He's an Alaji, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alaji
Tanko Computer, who is the IT director for the NDC, indicated that, look, the NDC is ready and would contest that election keenly. We will talk about that issue. We understood that they were going to file for an appeal in the highest court of jurisdiction, which is the Court of Appeal. Yeah. And so we want to know the way forward. Now, something has been happening in Parliament. Ever since the Honorable Minister K.S.L. Forson read the 2026 budget, parliamentarians have taken their turn when it comes to the debate on the economic policy that was presented by the Honorable Minister. And so we have seen the Honorable Minister or the Minority Leader, Afenyo-Markin, make certain comments against whatever is happening in Parliament. Again, he is also being held in contempt for making comments against the Judiciary, especially on the Tamale Kpandai election rerun court ruling. We understand that even in Parliament, he's been summoned to the Parliamentary Privileges Committee to answer to certain misbehavior, let me put it like that. And so we'll look at that issue and then we'll wrap up. So let me go straight and introduce my guest. I have in the studios with me for the very first time Odoi Bright Soa. He is a political commentator. Odoi, thank you for coming. I really appreciate you for coming. And then also with him is Ali Shamsu, who would do us the honors by highlighting things in favor of the incumbent government. Gentlemen, thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Yes. Your initial thoughts on some of the issues that are happening. So let me make it very simple. Sure. First of all, let's look at what happened in Kpandai. We have spoken about this issue on the show before. We looked at some of the issues that came up. I would want to come straight to you, Odoi. What were your initial concerns when you heard that it looks as though we were going to go in for an election rerun in Kpandai?
Mr. Banfo.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I want to extend my hearty greetings to our august audience and your good self. I think that when the issue of the Kpandai election rerun broke, at first sight, I was a little taken aback because this is barely 10-11 months after the 2024 general elections, and for the need for a rerun to be held in one of the many constituencies in the northern region after a very long time alone gave me some cause for worry. But I decided to look at the specific
Issues. Okay.
that has occasioned this order for a rerun.
Okay.
And they basically border on what at least the lawyer for the disputant parties, particularly the
incumbent MP,
the incumbent
Honorable
MP,
Yindam,
yes, has been saying is one of irregularities.
Okay.
When it comes to the way and manner in which the election turned out.
Okay.
According to him, he says that although the law that regulates elections, the coalitions after the election itself and the declaration subsequently, demands that if there is supposed to be, for instance, a change in the venue for the coalition and declaration of the election, both parties contesting for the election must be notified.
Certainly.
And that is very clear.
Certainly. And I find it a bit challenging.
Yes.
Right. That
Yes.
how is it that one party was not notified?
Yes.
I asked my guest in the studio the last time, how is it that they were not notified?
Yes.
And this is a breach of regulations when it comes to, election coalitions.
Look, Mr. Steve, this is a sacrilegious breach. And frankly, I think that there couldn't have been any better way of remedying the situation than what the court has eventually done. Except for the fact that the rerun is being ordered in the entire constituency of several police stations. According to the
about 152 polling stations.
All of these polling stations, there must be an election over there. So,
but I'm worried because I understand that the irregularities happen just around over 42.
41.
Yes, 41, 42. Yes.
40. And that accounts for what percentage of the entire polling station share of the constituency.
But it could make the 40 polling stations could make a difference in the outcome of the election.
It's not even a matter of code. It certainly will make a difference.
Okay.
And for which reason the court has demanded that there must be a rerun. Except that, as I'm saying, the rerun, in my very candid opinion, shouldn't have been in the non-disputed polling stations.
Okay.
Especially on the basis of financial implications on the national budget, the electoral commission, and all.
Okay.
If it's 40 constituencies, 40 police stations, I should say, that is where the reruns must be done.
I think this is the first time I'm hearing. This is the first time I'm hearing someone talk about the fact that, yes, indeed, we should have thought about the financial implications on government.
Yes.
Because we know that the EC runs on government's purse.
Exactly.
The taxpayers' money.
Yes.
And this is a big issue.
It is.
The printing of papers and what have you, moving of items to the place. And because it's an election rerun, the police will be expected to move in there with huge numbers.
Yes, and that's what we saw in
Akwetia.
How many police persons were deployed over there? What pegs per day were given to them?
That's very huge.
You get it? And so transposing what happened over there onto the Kpandai elections, particularly around the fact that we are ordering for a rerun in the entire constituency, beggars my belief, to be frank.
All right, so
it does beggar my belief.
I appreciate your point. So I'll come back to you. Ali, the incumbent party or the incumbent government appreciated and accepted, from all indications. I mean, we heard from them in a press statement stating that they were going to keenly compete in the rerun. And they thought it was even in the right direction, especially looking at the fact that their candidate was not pre-informed. What were your initial comments after you heard that? I'm sure you agree, certainly, because certainly you would be happy as a party.
Agree. For Mr. Banfo, for the Electoral Commission to go ahead and then declare the results of the 7th December 2024 election to a particular candidate. Meanwhile, there were other 41 polling stations
that had
irregularities. And then they went ahead to declare the election. For me, I think if we will spend the taxpayers' money on the right way, even if we are spending thousands
to get the right result,
we have to, yes. So my brother was saying a lot of police personnel were deployed Akwetia by-election. I think Akwetia by-election was one of the most peaceful by-election that we had in the country.
Because of the presence of
because
the
of
police?
the presence of the police.
I don't
So
you
if
think they were intimidated?
they were not intimidated. No one was beaten.
There was a
no
low
one-
turnout.
Yes.
There was a low turnout. I'm not sure the low turnout was based on the fact that there were a lot of police personnel. Listen,
it definitely had an impact on them.
It didn't have any impact
don't
because
mean it.
we are always with the policemen. And then when they came, they educated them that we are not here to beat you. We are only here to make sure that the right thing is done.
It's done.
So if you are telling me that the low turnout was based on the police,
I mean, we are saying that it could be an influencing factor.
It's not. It's not.
All right, that's
not.
your assertion.
Yes.
But let me find out. Let me find out quickly. Look, you guys are going to compete in that election keenly, but you have forgotten about the fact that it is placing huge pressure on government purse. We as a country are already trying to manage our debt. And don't you think it would have been in the best direction for us to have just had a rerun in just the 40 or 41 polling stations instead of the 152?
I think looking at the 41 constituency, the 41 polling stations that had irregularities, maybe that's perhaps not. There were other polling stations that also had issue. So if you are telling me only 41 polling stations had irregularities and then we are going to conduct the election in one polling station, definitely there will be another cost.
Okay.
So why not conducting the election fresh for everyone to come out and then vote? Maybe this time around, they'll vote based on the economy. Everything is going on well in the country. You get it? Maybe those who voted for Matthew Nindam in 2024 might change their mind to vote for NDC, and definitely
because you believe that now the economy is better.
Everything is going on well.
So then
inflation rate, dollar rate,
you think the seat is going to turn in favor of?
Definitely. That
I see.
Kpandai has always been NDC seat.
No, but we've seen a change. We've seen a change. Before Nyindan, there was another.
It was 2020.
Yes, in 2020 there was a change.
So since 92, they've been voting for NDC, and even 2020 senior, most of the constituencies, what happened there was irregularities, and then how do you call it, citizens brutality, and then
I get it. So you think we should correct it once and for all?
Yeah,
all right. So let me come back to you.
Yes.
Do you believe that the judiciary has overstepped their boundaries when it comes to the ruling they gave over the matter of the election rerun in Kpandai? Just as the Honorable Afenyo-Markin is asserting in Parliament and even in press conferences that the judiciary is overstepping and they are being biased and all that. Do you think so?
Mr. Banfo, I wouldn't say so entirely. To the extent that the judiciary didn't come out of their head, out of their own volition to have the matter for themselves to adjudicate.
Certainly.
It was two disputant parties who found cause to apply to the court and have the court adjudicate on the matter.
Okay.
And the court had one single responsibility on their shoulder in respect of that, to simply make sure that they arrive at a judicious determination of the matter.
Based on evidences presented.
Based on the evidences that are going to be adduced by the parties.
Okay.
And that is, in my view, what the court has done. Except, as I'm saying, for the bit that they are demanding that the elections be held in all the polling stations, for that one, I really have some personal issues with. But to the extent that they simply listened to the facts available, juxtaposed them with the law, and came to the adjudication, is one thing that I would say there is no.
So then, do you agree with the Honorable Afenyo-Markin?
Yes.
You agree with him that the court has been unfair?
To what extent has the court not been fair?
Okay. So I just wanted to. Okay.
I'm listening to the press conference, and he made these assertions without adducing sufficient evidence to guide the viewers and listeners to appreciate the point of view from which he's coming and based upon which he's making that allegation. You get it? And so, in the light of the paucity of evidence to substantiate that argument, I wouldn't want to say that he has that sufficient cause to argue that the judiciary has been biased. And
So then if we are saying that, then what it means is that we are all agreeing to the fact that the backlashes that are coming to him is a deservable one.
Yes, on the basis
To
of the
Afenyo-Markin.
Yes.
Exactly.
And we understand that he's been summoned before the Parliament's Privileges Committee. Give us heads up on that issue.
Yes. So, as far as this particular matter is concerned, I think, frankly, would have to look at what the causes are.
Okay.
But as far as I know, this is the first time we are having a key personality in Parliament, forming part of the leadership of Parliament, being referred to Privileges Committee, especially when it is expected that minority leader must know what the law says.
Exactly.
He must be able.
I mean, let's not take it from him. He has been a majority leader before.
Yes, and has a vast proportion of experience. In fact, he was deputy.
Yes.
Before he became mayor.
Exactly.
You get it. So in the space of time within which he was deputy and now transitioning into being majority and eventually minority, it is expected of him to know what he has to do in order that he doesn't find himself foul of the law.
I see.
You get it? In order that he doesn't find himself foul of the law. And
Certainly.
so the fact that he's been referred to the Privileges Committee, even before the specific grounds upon which the referral is being made is looked at, for me, is one that he shouldn't be so happy about. And maybe some soul searching has to be done for him to try and appreciate what has brought about all of this matter, and make sure that it doesn't.
What we are hearing is that we understand that there was a delegation that was sent to the UN Assembly, and we understand that his name was taken out, and still he went on to do the trip.
I think it was. Is it the ECOWAS Parliament?
Yes, the ECOWAS. Pardon me. Yes, the ECOWAS Parliament, and he still went on to do the trip and represented, which does not speak well for us as a country. If you are not supposed to represent the country there, why go? And we understand that he still attended.
And then he didn't attend personally. He attended in the name of minority leader. Maybe
so not even in the name of the country.
He participated or attended in the name of the country.
But
maybe
as the minority leader.
Yes, he could have participated on his own personal distance. So in July this year, the majority leader moved for the delegation list
that will go
was to be changed. So he was replaced by the deputy minority leader, which is Honorable Patricia PJ. And then he said, why was he changed? So I'm not sure Afenyo-Markin didn't know that what he did was contempt of Parliament. He knew it.
He's aware of it.
He just stubborn.
No,
I'm sure he just decided to do it because he knew it.
Yeah,
certainly. That your name was taken out from the list. Why do you have to go?
Oh, then I mean, it is deserved. It is actually forthcoming that he is referred to the Privileges Committee of Parliament.
And I'm sure the Privileges Committee too will do the right thing.
Certainly.
And they have to do the right thing. Because if a minority leader, micro minority leader do this, then
you don't mean micro minority leader.
It's micro minority leader.
But so far, I have tried to pay attention to the issue, and I've not heard the majority leadership
speak
tell
about
us
it.
Why they particularly decided to take out the minority leadership's name.
And that is also a question. That's also a question we need to answer
with Honorable Patricia PG.
I'm sure it has been precedent that the majority leader, minority leader,
precedent.
Yes. I'm told it's the deputy majority and the deputy minority leaders who have been
doing that trip.
leading the delegation.
So
why
his name removed then?
Because he's a minority leader.
So the president has been that
the deputy has to go. But Afenyo was forcing himself to go. Sometimes if you're a leader, you have to.
So for the sake of clarity and purpose, we'll look at that.
Yeah.
then we'll fact check and then
It's precedence.
yes,
Yes.
we'll
I
talk
think
about
it will be very helpful
if
for us to
Parliament
appreciate,
could
yes.
actually let us know
No.
what the issues actually
Where-
are.
That's the
Yes.
issue. It's
Yes.
precedence.
So viewers, don't worry, we'll look into this very well and bring to bear all the underpinnings of this matter. But
Yes.
before we go,
Yes.
let me ask, what are your expectations going, assuming that the highest court of jurisdiction,
Yes.
which is the Court of Appeal,
Yes.
gives the nod to the EC to go ahead and have the election rerun?
Yes.
What do you expect to happen?
As we know, per the law, parliamentary disputes end at the Court of Appeal. They don't get to the Supreme Court as
Okay.
with the national
The national one.
presidential
Okay.
ones get there. And so, for the matter to now have to be filed at the Court of Appeal, I think will bring finality. To the matter.
But you see, the point is that there are
Yes.
timelines. The
Yes.
High Court give timelines.
Yes.
Within 30 days,
30 days.
the election must happen.
Yes, but
so
that's why the incumbent MP has decided to file for a stay of execution.
Okay.
There is the disagreement amongst lawyers alike on the effect of the mere filing of a stay of execution. Some of them argue that the filing of it in itself does not constitute a stay, until a hearing has been had on the matter and a determination.
And then certainly, there must be a hearing before a determination is made. Why should we stop it?
Yes, exactly. So that is the view that some lawyers have on the matter, and so I believe that is what is informing the MP to decide to file for that stay. So far, I've heard him say that although there is a stay of execution application filed, if the Speaker, after the time frame that he has given, of course, we know that if a stay is filed, there is a 13-day or so grace period.
But looking at all this, by the time the 13 days is up, we may be getting closer to the election.
Yes. So I'm just hoping and saying that I think the incumbent MP must be commended to the extent that he said that if the 13-day elapses, and the Speaker finds sufficient cause to say that based on the elapsing of that stay of execution application, he has no legal basis to be in Parliament, he's going to honor that. And I think that is a remarkable sign
for a leader, for a leader of his caliber,
of his sort. You get it? So that is what must be said on one side of the matter. But in hearing the case, in order that we don't find ourselves in contempt of the court, especially when the matter is before the court of appeal. I would simply say that I am hopeful that the simple and primary duty of the court, as we know, is to make sure that they arrive at a judicious adjudication of a determination of a matter. They would so do in this particular matter. Certainly. In order that there would be a contentment or at least agreement amongst the party that although we may not find ourselves on the very pleasant end of the rope as far as this matter is concerned, the court is the final arbiter. It's spoken and cool heads.
All right. So quickly, before you end,
yes,
what are you telling the people of Kpandai?
The people of Kpandai must know that elections are only a contest of ideas.
Okay.
They are only a contest in which you have two interested parties, two or more. Of course, in Ghana, we know it's become a duopoly. Yeah. But it is a phenomenon in which you have parties broaching their policy stance on a matter, which matter, in my view, must be one that borders on their livelihoods.
Their livelihood, certainly.
Because what is elections if it is only a 9-day wonder,
somebody must win, and that's
December affair. Nothing happens to the matter, and all. They must make sure that they put in line of their interest, and that is what I would say.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Ali,
yes, sir.
We are leaving. But what should we expect from the incumbent, the government, going forward on the issues that are happening? If we go to Kpandai, what is the government putting in place? What strategies? And then we look at how we are handling Afenyo-Markin's situation.
Yes. So I think for Kpandai by-election, rerun.
Election rerun, not a by-election.
Yeah, sure. There will be security personnel available, just like what happened in Akwetia.
Okay.
They should expect that for security reason. the security are not there to intimidate them, they're only there to protect them.
Certainly.
They should also do the right thing.
Certainly.
And then they should vote based on the current economy. They should compare it to what happened last year. The hardship we've been through from 2022, 23, and then 24. They should look at that one and compare to what we are enjoying currently.
Certainly.
And then they should make sure they vote for Daniel Nyakpa Nsala.
Nsala.
Yes.
Wakpal Nsala. Daniel
Nsala.
Wakpal Nsala.
Nsala, sure.
Yes. Pardon us if yes. Daniel Wakpal Nsala.
Sure.
Certainly.
They should vote for him.
Anyway, we just hope and pray that we wouldn't have any election malpractice or any inappropriate issues happening again.
So what
vote for him?
So
he said we are going to even find.
So from the way you're speaking, it kind of
How
looks.
can you say
It kind of looks like the NDC already knows that we are going in for an election rerun.
There are what I would refer to as canards.
Okay.
That were lingering. That was lingering amongst the NDC folks.
Okay.
That they had long prepared for that election in that constituency, even before the matter went to court.
But taking something to court.
Were they able to?
Anyway,
since we've taken it to court, we are expecting the court to do the right thing. And we know we had a case. Since we had a case, we have to be preparing. We can't take the case to court and then go and sleep.
So I'm sure your
even before.
I'm sure your advanced team is already there trying to
started campaigning. Yes, because we are serious.
Anyway,
we've conducted 2 by-election and there was no violence.
That's fine.
So there will be peaceful election in Kpandai.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for having this discussion with us. This is an issue we've been following, and so we'll continue to follow the issue. And hopefully, if it means that we'll go to Kpandai and take coverage of whatever is happening, and we'll come back here and talk about who is winning. Right now, we don't know who is going to win. So thank you so much, Ali and Soa.
It's a privilege.
Viewers, this is where we draw the curtains down on today's episode of the National Agenda. We hope and pray that just as we have discussed, the government and policymakers will pick our issues up and we reason up. We pray that the highest court of competent jurisdiction, which is the highest court of appeal in this case, would make a solid decision, if for no other reasons at all. The ideas and concerns of my guests in the studio today will be heard. We also plead with our political leaders in Parliament to be very discreet about how they do their things, so that those that are coming up will learn from them. Let me also encourage you that you should like and get interactive with us on all our social media handles, the National Agenda, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok.
The National Agenda on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Look, let's get interactive. I always say on the show that one of these days, your comment will be aired on the show, and I could pick something out from you. If there's an issue in your neighborhood we have not spoken about, any national issue you think we need to cover, please do prompt us in our comment section and we'll pick it up. My name has been Samuel Ofoyi Banfo, and this continues to be the National Agenda. See you in the next episode.